What if all this R. Kelly shit is a ruse? The music industry has constantly been declining. A lot of people have not been selling records like they should have. I mean, hell, even the Jay-Z and Beyonce Carter album didn't do as well as everyone anticipated it was going to do. Mainly because we thought it was going to sound like Crazy in Love, Drunk in Love, Deja Vu, those type of songs, but it ended up sounding like, ha ha, we're rich and you're not. I mean, I like A-Ship. Anyway, that's another video. Okay, I feel like this R. Kelly shit is kind of a ruse. Not a ruse as in the women are lying, more like it's a story that's being told and a situation that's being allowed. But if you look at the facts of the situation this go around, there's either not enough evidence to convict, or the evidence and the testimony is so far past the time of where they can get them that it almost didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? The only crime that can have that is murder. You know what I'm saying? So they gather some women together and they basically tell these stories about R. Kelly. A lot of stories are consistent. Now, most predators have a consistent way of doing things. R. Kelly's case is consistent, but it's more of a it's more pimping. The way he moves with these women, whether they're 16 or whether they're whatever the oldest one is, I believe it was like 20-something, 30-something, it's all consistent of pimping. Look at how pimps roll. Basically, pimps, they'll get a girl, they'll finesse her, have her, eat, buy her food, treat her good, nice clothes, take her shopping, and just slowly bring her in. Thank you. So, baby, just call me daddy. Okay, I'll call you daddy. And, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, he's demanding it. And then when, she has to pay her own way, he's like, well, you got to pay your tab. I got a couple of homies in the back. The only difference between R. Kelly is R. Kelly has the money, he has the power, he has the fame, he just needs the girls. So America has grown in love with the whole pimp culture. It is what it is. America loves them some pimping. You know what I'm saying? You got, they actually want what was once major taboo in any community but the black community has become a worldwide phenomenon where pimps like Bishop Don Juan, which is no disrespect to him, they're able to live and make good money and not really have to pimp anymore. They can do other things. They can, they're making appearances on albums, they're in videos, they're in movies. These cats are just everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So, and where is Bishop Don Juan from? Chicago. So R. Kelly can have that in his blood. Now, granted, he seems to have some type of mind issues as far as the way he thinks, but I think this is more or less a ruse as far as, and when I say a ruse or a lie, it's basically the industry has kind of backed this, you know what I'm saying, and maybe has put forth chess moves to kind of get them hyped. Because think about it, R. Kelly has an album coming up. He has a tour coming up. You know what I'm saying? Now, all of a sudden, everybody has something to say about R. Kelly. Everybody suddenly wants, I want to tell you about the time where R. Kelly had me in his house. He had me doing this. He had me doing that. He was doing this, doing this. I was this age. I was that age. This, that, and the other. But the one thing that these women don't say is that he keeps them from leaving. Right now, Georgia is looking at false imprisonment. But most of these women were able to leave. You know what I'm saying? They like one girl whose mom came to get her in LA. Her mom was even saying her daughter was coming home. They go kick it to R. Kelly and they come home. And then she ended up leaving with R. Kelly. Now, young girls are impressionable. Young kids are impressionable. You know what I'm saying? They're going to go where the money is. I mean, hell, even my minor experience with music, I've done stupid shit. I remember I actually went on tour with this local group. You know, it was like a little 5-city tour. And I went on tour with them because they were like, we're going to make money. All you got to do is sell our CDs. And I was selling their CDs for $10 each. And the deal was I was supposed to get 5 from every 10, but I ended up getting like 2 from every $10 I made. So I literally sold, you know what I'm saying, like 200 CDs, and I got like $400, you know what I'm saying, when I should have got more than that. So, and I had like help with hotel stays and all that shit. But that's besides the point. So, you know, young kids, and I was young, so young kids are very impressionable to do stupid shit. So I can see R.Kelly telling them, hey, come on out to, you know, come with me to LA, you're 18 or whatever, you know, you can make that decision, I'll take care of you, you're gonna live good, we're gonna eat, you know, you're gonna dress good. And yeah, he's not shit for that. But the way the industry presented, I would say the first 3 episodes of Surviving R. Kelly were legit, maybe 4. But once the 5th and 6th episode came in with the Savage family, with, you know, the lady that was looking for her daughter, it went from a real serious documentary to a real serious version of Love and Hip Hop. You know, I don't think they should have did the whole let's follow her with a camera and go get the daughter. Because if it was that easy for her to go knock on the door and get her daughter, why didn't she do it in the first place? And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, she didn't know where her daughter was. Okay, she could have hired a private investigator and did all that. Master P actually made a comment about that. A lot of people got mad because they thought he was defending R. Kelly. Now, one thing I know is when you in the hood, no matter what somebody does, you don't speak on their crimes. Because you don't know if they did it, if they did do it. You know, so yeah, we know R. Kelly did it with the video and Aaliyah, but that Aaliyah's gone. We don't know her side of the story. The trial for the videotape is done. He's not guilty of that. They can't try him for that again. You know, even though, you know, which is a ruse that, you know, that was crazy. He beat that. But still. But now the industry tends, like, right now, not the industry, but the world is built on movements now. Black Lives Matter. White Lives Matter. Time's Up movement. Me Too movement. Mute R. Kelly. You know, all these hashtag movements are out now, and they always all kind of fade in the wind. Like, for instance, this would have been a great opportunity for Black Lives Matter to jump in. I know Black Lives Matter is typically for, like, cops and stuff, but once they start saying nobody cared because these are black girls, that's when Black Lives Matter should have jumped in. They should have been like, oh, no, we got y'all on this, we got y'all back. But they're nowhere in sight. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't really heard Black Lives Matter in forever. I haven't heard their organization. And people are still getting shot. It's not as abundant as it used to be, but it's still happening. And I got my issues with Black Lives Matter because they pick and choose where they go. They're like the Rainbow Coalition. They'll pick and choose where they want to go. They don't go everywhere. Because as a kid, we had 2 people in my city that died from cop fire in the last 3 years. And nobody said nothing. So, but anyway, that's another video. But the whole thing is, what better way to sell R. Kelly CDs and, streams, and if you still buy CDs, sell units and tickets to concerts than for a worldwide major debate of a 6-part documentary, which, by the way, is the best content Lifetime has ever put out. It has the most watched thing that Lifetime's ever put out. And this is 6 episodes. This ain't just 1-2 episodes. This is 6 episodes. The most watched, ever. People still watching it, talking about it, it's most talked about. And the fact that somebody got paid for this. This wasn't like, all proceeds from this program was going to go towards or stopping sex trafficking or something. No. Lifetime got a check. Dream Hampton got a check. Producers, everyone people got paid for this. And I'm not even mad at that because you're supposed to get paid for shit like this. You know what I'm saying? And Dream and some other people have put out statements saying the girls didn't get paid for their participation. Did you put them up in a hotel? Did you pay for their flight? Did you buy them food? Did you help with their transportation? Makeup, hair. That's a vacation. I know people who've been on Maury and Jerry Springer for the vacation because they pay for everything. That's how they win. You know what I'm saying? Because typically appearances like that, for stories like that, people could command $10,000 more or more. You know what I'm saying? For that type of shit. But if all you want is a flight out there and airfare, hotel stay, and room and board, that ain't shit. A lot of these companies have deals with hotels where they can get cheap stuff. I used to work for Marriott. When we would book hotels for TV stations all the time, including Lifetime. You put that code in, what was once $200 is now like $75. You know what I'm saying? Gotta think. You know what I'm saying? So, and Lifetime actually works with, they're owned by AME, which is owned by a guy who was convicted of child pornography, which that's the rumor I'm hearing. So I'm like, it's kind of weird. So, but think about it, with all the conjunction of all this stuff, and with the music industry winning because his music is up like 116% from the finale of Surviving R.Kelly. So R.Kelly's winning right now. The label's winning, my fault, because I heard R.Kelly's record contract is like whack. But the label's winning right now. And y'all asking RCA to drop him, that's not happening. The only way they'll drop him is if it becomes like some super serious shit. And that's if he stops making money. As long as he's making money, they're not gonna drop him. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? If you got a bag of chips that's called Coon Chips, and it's made by Frito-Lay, and you got all people boycotting Coon Chips, but the sales for Coon Chips is up 200%, Frito-Lay ain't gonna drop that shit. They might drop it after the sales die down. They're not gonna drop that shit. They're gonna make as much money as they can. That's just what it is. Y'all have to understand this is business. It's nothing personal. I feel bad for the ladies, and I still think that, like R.Kelly, the Savages, I feel like they got paid. Because the Savages, they literally have like several social media accounts. And I'm still trying to figure out what the Savage collection is. I think it's clothes. So you're basically using your daughter's unfortunate incident to sell shit. If it's unfortunate, because the daughter's saying she ain't with it. And like I said, this is pimp culture. This whole situation, it has pimp culture written all over it. R.Kelly and Jocelyn Savage seems like she's the bottom bitch. You know what I'm saying? And if she is, hey, y'all lost this battle because she knows the rules, she's getting treated good. And I heard that Sparkle's niece is actually, this is alleged, a part of that too. I don't know. Nobody's seen her with him or seen her out in public. That could be a lie. I'm thinking it's a lie. But she's pretty much kind of vanished after all that. You know, I heard R.Kelly paid the family off, or the girl's dad played bass or guitar for him, or something like that. You know, and people lost a lot. And Sparkle, she blocked me on social media, by the way, because I said some foul shit. I apologize. But I meant what I said. I feel like her niece got sold. But Sparkle, now that I think about it, you're kind of dumb for even siding with them. I understand it's your niece and you love her. But the moment your family started getting on that fuck shit, you should have took the 6 figures and dipped. And I know that sounds wrong. No, you shouldn't do that. That's fucked up. No, that's right. Because, nigga, I love my nieces and nephews so much. And once I get police involved, and once I get law enforcement and DCF or whoever involved in anything that's going on with them, if it's to the point where the police don't give a damn, my family don't give a damn, and they act like nothing's happened, I'm done. I wash my hands of it. Let me get my 6 figures. I'm sorry I even intervened. Y'all good. Now, if my niece came to me and said, auntie or uncle, I need help, I want out of this, then we can talk about that shit. We can take it to that level. But if your parents got you thinking, hey, man, and then you're like, okay, yeah, that's not me in the video, and the parents are agreeing, Sparkle should just wash their fucking hands of that shit. They've been done with. You know what I'm saying? But congratulations to her. She got a huge boost on her single from the Surviving R.Kelly series. Kudos to you. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, R.Kelly's winning right now. Of course, law enforcement is going to step in and say they're investigating things. That don't mean shit. They're looking into it. Investigating. And right now, the worst thing they can get him for is imprisonment, unlawful imprisonment. And I don't even think that's going to stick because, like I said, the girls were able to go home. How's that false imprisonment? All he has to do is pull up receipts for plane tickets. All he got to do is pull up the itinerary and show that they got on the damn plane. Then what? Album's going to come out. He's going to sell some albums. He's going to go on tour. He's going to be the same R. Kelly, just a little more smarter now. And everything. And I know that's not what y'all want to hear. But that's just what I got out of all this. I feel like this is all a ruse. We're arguing. We're talking about it. We're still talking about it. This shit came out last week. We're still talking about it. And we're going to keep talking about it until something happens. Hey, that's just how it is, man. Make sure you like and subscribe. Comment below. Tell me what y'all think. Y'all think this is a ruse? Y'all think it's some bullshit? Y'all, you know. And I'm trying my best to get a hold of the one chick, Honda. I wanted to interview her. And I reached out to Lisa Van Allen as well. I think I gotta pay Lisa because someone told me, one of my friends told me he tried to interview her too, and she was like talking about the going rate was like $5,000 or something like that, but she hasn't responded to me yet. So make sure y'all check out the interview I got with Popra from I Love Diddy. She actually was in the Home Alone video, and that was actually pretty good. The link, I got the video right here, link in the description, all that stuff. But anyway, thanks for watching.